it is September 29, 2012. This is Occupy LA, a walking tour of historical points of interest. Wait,
okay,
give me 1 minute, Cheryl. Let me turn it on.
Okay. Okay.
I'm good to go. I'm good.
Okay. So it's my
ready.
It's my understanding that there was a Garden of Eden that we were trying to create when we had an encampment, and I believe it was going to be on this side of the street, but I might actually be wrong. And we were shut down by the police. We couldn't do that. What we're going to do is we're going to head over to the West Steps and talk a little bit there. The next location is going to be that courthouse there. Since we're in this shade, I'll just talk about the courthouse a little bit right now. When our encampment first started, the first week of October, oh wait, Griff, go ahead, you tell. I remember you were going to say something about it.
Okay. You can elaborate on court support.
What is it?
On court support.
Yeah, on court support and stuff like that.
Okay. During the first week of our encampment, it was ironically the same time as the Michael Jackson trial when they were trying Conrad Murray for manslaughter. So we decided to come across the street over here at Temple and Spring to get the national media attention, because the national media was also kind of camped out around this intersection for a couple of weeks. So we went over and kind of disrupted their press coverage a little bit to gain national coverage of Occupy Los Angeles. And that building is also where we've done a lot of court support for occupiers and comrades who've been arrested. Cheryl can elaborate.
Yeah, I wish I could say a ton more about it, but a lot of occupiers had to go to court, and this is the court building that some of them had to go to, because there were so many of us arrested on November 30th. I don't know if you guys know this, but that was the largest arrest of people in Los Angeles for decades, as far as I know. 292 of us, including myself and some other comrades. And because there was so many of us arrested, they couldn't arraign everybody at the same time in this building. So they actually had to send people to other buildings around the county, around the city and the county, because they had to, legally they had to do it in so much amount of time, and they just couldn't do everybody at once in this building. So let's head to the West Steps. After that, we can decide if we want to just go back to Fletcher Boeing or if we want to go longer, okay? So watch your step here.
Look at the Camaro. My friend has the my friend has a Camaro. He called it the Black Knight, and yeah.
Which one's the one with the wing door?
Those are freaking loud.
Wow, these are expensive, dude.
I was gonna say they're down. My friend has.
Not hearing people like cars that they can feel.
Had low mass.
Right. Not hearing people want to feel their car.
And the Camaros now, like that, are worth more than $2,000.
Well, what's that green truck? That's a trip. The Grand Park is not open. Why is this? I thought this park was supposed to be open.
Oh, this is going to open on Saturday, October 6th. Next Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I heard this is.
They've been opening this park in stages, and this is the last part.
Oh, okay.
It's opening October 6th. The other 3 parts are already open.
Right. And now they're opening it. It's like a brand new park.
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
It connects up with the other park that goes down several blocks. There's another park on the other side that goes.
No, it's all one park. They're opening
One big, yeah.
They're opening in stages, and this last block will open next Saturday.
There's not a lot of shade over here. You want to stand in that shade or maybe that shade? Look, let's stand in this shade. Let's stand in this one just because we're going this way next. We don't double walk.
This is the first time I've been here since the fence made down.
Plus, I guess we can
Yeah.
sit if we want. And the top's not right there. So these are the west steps of City Hall. They were meeting. They were actually on October 1st. They were the place that we had come to rally because there was a police thing going on in the park, the actual park, until the afternoon. I think it was like a morning afternoon thing. So this is where we rallied. I don't know who was there that day, but this whole street, this whole area was just full of people. They had brought us around to the north lawn is what they call it. So I don't know, is there anything else significant about the West Steps that we should mention in regards to our history?
It was designated a permanent free speech zone.
After the encampment, when they shut down the park and they put the fascist fence around it, it was because legally I think they had to have a free speech space at the civic center. So it was the West Steps, and even that was taken over by the filming of the
fake Occupy festival. Like, wasn't that the issue in there?
I think that there was a filming of a movie about the LAPD in the 40s, and it was
Sean Penn,
and they had what was it? No, it's a movie that hasn't come out yet. It's a movie that was filming while we were here. So we couldn't even use that as a free speech zone. One time when we wanted to protest because there was a film out there and they had these people all in 40s outfits and 40s cars and stuff.
So probably one of the most significant things about the West Steps is that's where we had our GAs after the raid before we moved our GAs to Pershing Square.
Yes.
And it was very impressive here with so many police.
Yeah, police cars lined up and down the block around on the other side.
And then if we didn't leave by 10:30, we would get arrested.
Yeah.
And it was very.
Had restraining orders.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
So they couldn't come here. Another reason why.
You guys make sure there's space for this family to walk by.
What happened to my?
And Women's Circle too.
And Women's Circle would. Oh yeah, the Women's Circle actually had a festival on this street. I forget exactly when they did that. I think March. And they shut down the entire street and they had a celebration out here. What else, Griff?
At the top of these West Steps, it was like the first major Bell Affinity Group meeting that we had. It was the meeting after the first initial meeting that we had to establish ourselves as an affinity group, which was November 17th, the night of our first big arrest. So after that meeting, we had another one out here planning on how we would deal with bailing people out. Excuse me. How we would deal with bailing people out in the future, and you know, things of that nature.
Also, the LAPD would come out and spy on us. They would like when we were just crossing the street right now. If you saw the guy moving his hand, they knew that we were coming, and the Black Panthers came down to speak to us. There was an old Black Panther and two young guys came down one day, and they came out with cameras immediately. It was instant impression.
Yeah. So
one of the first team GAs.
One of the first team GAs we had on the West Steps.
GA,
Yeah. So, okay, one more building I want to mention. We're not going to walk to it because it's like 3 blocks that way or 2 blocks that way. It's the Board of Supervisors, the County Board of Supervisors building. We've been there a couple of times to speak during public comment regarding foreclosures, regarding a lot of the LA Can stuff. So I just wanted to point that out as significant. So now basically this is the time where we choose. Do we go on the longer tour or the shorter tour? Who wants to go on a shorter tour? Give me some twinkle fingers for shorter tour.
Lots of shorter fingers.
Shorter.
I'll go with the group.
Shorter. Anybody else? Shorter. Who wants to go on the longer tour?
I know you're hurt.
Yeah.
So we should do shorter then.
Shorter?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody hard block us doing a shorter tour?
Okay.
Let's walk around the corner here and talk about the North Steps just for a moment, and then we'll head to Fletcher Bowling, Bow Run, and you'll see it from where we are, okay? We'll do the shorter tour, and then if people really want to do longer tours or more tours, we'll make it happen. Maybe I can get a scooter or something.
What's the name of that guy, the big speaker that we had here, like on October 9th?
Cornel West.
Cornel West.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep blanking out on his name.
Cornell.
Well, I keep thinking Al Sharpton, but it's not Al Sharpton.
I love this guy.
Hey now, who's chatting here? I'm not there, but you're still nearby. Maybe you should call us or go there. Yeah, Patty, I'm headed. The pigs are, what does it say? The pigs are harassing people at the park. We need live streamers.
We should go there now. It's right there.
This is a big celebrity we had here a couple of times.
Thank you for letting me know. Who is that? I can't see the name of the person who's chatting, but thank you for letting me know. We're around the corner right now. We're on our way.
And I can stream too.
So is that Herbalicious?
I'm Herbalicious.
Okay, you guys, open up your browser on another window. Herbalicious is going to also stream.
But not for a little bit.
Yeah, but just get your browser ready because you never know, you know?
It's Occupy LA Civic Engagement.
Okay, Occupy LA Civic Engagement is the name of the other streamer who's going to stream when we get back to the park. I can see the park. I don't see, it doesn't look scary from here.
I see one.
There's 2 cop cars.
4 cops.
We're almost done with this. We'll be there in just a moment.
So maybe we can stop here since there's shade. And we can talk about North Lawn too. Okay, we'll make this quick, you guys. Thank you for coming on the tour. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. These are the North Steps. We had some of our meetings here, some of our general assemblies here. This is what was the North Lawn at one point. The welcome tent was on this side at one point. The kitchen was in the corner over there at one point. Original media tent was over here.
My tent was down there.
The library tent.
My tent was down there.
The library tent and the university was here.
Meditation temple.
The
meditation temple is right here.
So,
Was it true that North Lawn people were more stuck up than South Lawn people?
Am I more stuck up? Because I was North Lawn.
I was total North Lawn.
No,
Okay.
no,
You were very
there was,
stuck up.
I think we were older.
There was a dichotomy.
Honestly, I think we were older. North Lawn people were older. I think that's the
There was
difference.
a bit of a dichotomy, and it was that the South Lawn had a reputation for being the party side and a little more rowdy.
Yeah, so like the
North
more
Lawn was for people who were a little bit
the
more
grown-ups.
serious
I think
and
the
conservative.
grown-ups.
Thing with a little
People
more
who
serious.
needed their sleep, basically.
The grown-ups were on the North Lawn.
the other thing that we might want to mention is the encampment started to take on features of the actual city. And there was actually an area that they called Skid Row, and it was the very west southern part of the North Lawn, as they would call Skid Row. So there were different parts of the camp that took on characteristics of the city. So
Class structures.
class structures.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
Yeah.
I think one of the things about the encampment that I was surprised not to see is like anthropologists, like social
They were here.
cultural
They were here.
anthropologists coming out
They came.
and seeing the sort of instinctual humanity sort of things developing, and the way people communicated and separated and interacted and all of that. So we're good, right?
This is also like in the early days where the sign making and everything
Yeah.
started when it was a protest.
And there
before it
was
became a
the
movement.
art on Temple, I think, or art on Spring, on our group that would do art on the corner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pink splatter down there still.
Yeah. So anything else did we forget? I know we didn't do the entire walking tour, and I know we didn't do the entire points of interest in downtown because it's a lot and it'd be a lot. So we just did less than about 2 miles worth of walking. So let's go back and help our comrades against these fascists.
All right, we're on our way back to Fletcher Brown Park, the Triforium, where the rainbow statue is.
That was also right here. We had the ramps. Yeah.
Yeah. So my tent was right in front of the street. The sign that said "You are beautiful. Today is day," whatever.
That was your tent?
No, but Alan Eaton, his tent was nearby my tent.
My tent
So-
was like right here.
Yeah. So I was around in this area right here, right by the street. So my tent was actually here, and the tree was there, and Alan's tent was behind the tree.
That was your tent right there?
My tent was here.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Was that first week?
Week 1, yeah. I only slept here week 1, and then And I couldn't continue sleeping here because I was going to school and I had to function in my life. But yeah, I definitely was dedicated to making the numbers bigger on the first week, so I stayed.
I actually mine.
But I came here every day. I came here every day after school. I came here. My grades suffered really badly. My professors hated me very much.
Yeah, me too. It was kind of loud at night though. Couldn't sleep sometimes.
Well, I would come after. I came for TA every night, and I
One
filmed.
of the only people who committed to helping with the tour that actually came through.
Actually did it.
Well, and Guerrero, but he took off in the middle. Widow.
Awesome. Well, you guys did great. It's like a Hollywood tour, but LK5 version.
Yeah. Well, I went in the anarchist tour, but I don't know much about anarchy, so I got bored. Hey, now if you're just tuning in, this is Occupy Los Angeles. This is the 1-year anniversary of Occupy Los Angeles. We're here at Fletcher Beaumont Park, where the Triforium, the rainbow statue is. It's just directly catty corner from City Hall. Solidarity Park is having a convention for non-hearing people today, so we're here at Fletcher Beaumont Park. Hi. I gotta hit mute and tell you some gossip.
Oh, cool.
good.
Alright, sorry about the audio, guys. I'm just talking shit, and I don't want that on, like...
We were not talking shit, Patty.
I was talking shit. But I don't want my gossip on public, so... look at, they're all coordinated. Oh, I bet they didn't plan to be all coordinated. I bet it just happened. I bet. You guys look great. We just went on the walking tour. It was awesome. Yeah.
That's our latest.
We have tents?
Yeah, so we're all like
what
just waiting.
tents? We don't have tents! Oh.
We had the Kids Village sign, they took it and put it in the car.
They took our, they stole our sign?
Kids Village.
Really?
Yeah.
I was around the corner. I don't know who's chatting with me. I can't see the name. But they're like, you need to get back here. The cops are fucking with us. Alright, awesome.
What's up, man?
Look at all the beautiful people. Oh my god. It's a family reunion. Joe, I have to tell you. I made this video. That's a video of like looking back at inspiring moments of Occupy LA. I don't know if we're going to show it or not. But I put a clip in there just because you were in it.
Hey, what up? Walker's here.
What was this?
It was...
Walker's here.
Who's Walker?
It was a speech by that famous dude.
I thought he was a Texas Ranger.
The famous guy who came, Cornel West. It was a Cornel West speech.
Oh, that was the first day I set up my tent.
And Mark Lipman was in the clip, and just because it was Mark Lipman and you, I was like...
I came out here the second day after doing Food Not Bombs, and then I went to stay at a friend's house for Food Not Bombs, and then I came back the next day. And I go to the south side, everyone's gone. I'm like, what happened? I go to the north side, everyone moved over.
Yeah.
And then I went home, and I didn't come back till
It's from
Friday with
OWSB.
my tent. And I was like, I'm staying.
It doesn't say OWSB.
Is it legit? Or
It's totally legit, yeah. It's not a police one.
But they don't know, right? Or do they?
Well, they know what police ones look like.
I know what police ones look like. Same, you know.
Is that a
You just
police
make your
one?
own?
No.
Okay. No, this is actually given to me, and I was begged. They begged me to wear it. They said if I'm wearing it, they can get me out of jail faster. I don't know if that's true or not, but they said please. Like it's a graphics foot or something. So they're like, please always wear it.
And they know who you are.
Yeah, but that doesn't like.
I know Patty's like famous. So they probably like watch.
I'm like
Infamous.
infamous.
I know.
And how far to shove it and how many rotations?
I know. We were watching the Art Walk riot. They're like, they're fucking hitting people, you fuckers!
But the thing is, I've noticed, like, yesterday I started cussing again. And I just noticed myself cussing, and I was feeling awkward and uncomfortable with cussing, because for 2 weeks I stopped cussing because I've been at the press house. And they have little tiny children there, and you just don't feel...
You know, I think in the situation that was going on, it's appropriate, because you're like, it's very emotional. You know?
Yeah, but even right now I've learned to be like cussing.
Well,
the minute I quit my job a year and a half ago, I started cussing then. It's my first time in my life that I've cussed, because I can never go back and forth and like turn it on and turn it off. Like in junior high when you first start cussing, you can't cuss in front of the teachers, but you cuss in front of your friends. I could never do that, so I just never cussed until like a year and a half ago. I quit my job. That was my last job I've ever had. And I just like started cussing like a sailor, and I worked at Target, and I would go into Target in front of my old bosses and just start cussing like a sailor. And they'd be like, oh my god, there's children here, you shouldn't. I'm like, I don't see any fucking kids, what the fuck is your problem? Like, I'm a free citizen, I can say whatever the fuck I want, so fuck you. And they're like, oh my god, there's children.
I was busy celebrating kids.
that's funny. How long did you work at Target?
8 years.
Wow.
I was 7 years in Oxnard, and then I moved to LA, and I worked in Alhambra Target.
Wow.
But the company went downhill, and it started becoming Walmart.
Oh yeah.
It was a great. I mean, honestly, it was a great company to work for.
Really?
I had 401k. I had vacation pay. We had like a yearly party for the holidays. I was great, you know what? And I was really appreciated and loved, and I was really like treated respectfully the way I should be treated. But then when after the economy went down, it got harder and harder. And then when I moved to LA, at first they're like, oh my God, I had this reputation and they loved me and I did amazing work, and I had like, my department had fifth in sales out of 1,124. And when I was in Oxnard, which is a little hick town compared to LA, I used to beat all the LA stores in sales. So yeah, I was getting all the respect.
Are you a closer? You're like, oh man, like, you're looking at that camera. I know it's perfect for you. Let me tell you why you should buy it.
No, it was shoes department, and shoes department has to be run effectively to make sales.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't have the shoe on the shelf, and it's very difficult to organize. But like, because I had that organizational like brain, because I like the monotonous thing of like organizing things. I was really good at it. And if they would just leave me the fuck alone. But the thing is, they wanted to micromanage me, and they thought that they knew better than I did. But I've already proven that I know better than they did.
Doing it.
So there was actually power struggles that led me to
in the shoe department.
Yeah, that led me to quit. Yeah, it was the lack of respect.
The top count is now 9.
Where are they?
Are they surrounding us?
No, they're just the other side of the sculpture here. Oh, then they have a little powwow.
Okay.
I mean, there's Person Square.
So, does it, like, I think we should talk to them and just ask them, you know, we're peaceful, you know, can you just stay there and we'll stay here? I mean, we're not gonna, like, obviously we're not gonna start shit, so why should they start shit? Like, don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
True.
Can you guys tweet that out? Dear LAPD, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Thank you. I'm gonna get back into my full cussing mode, and then I'm gonna go back to the press house, and I'm gonna be like with all the little 4-year-olds. Oh shit, I can't cuss. Oh fuck, I cussed in front of them again.
Yeah, I'm like that when I watch hockey.
Yeah.
I was at a family party one time, and the hockey game was on, and I had a few beers, and I'm like, fuck, goddamn shit. Not good.
Because they put something on the tree. They stole the banner. But the stuff's still on the tree.
I can't see who the name of the person who was talking to me is.
That was their big complaint. I didn't see the top.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up here a little bit, in the shade a little bit. There's not an easy way to get up here, is there?
No.
Oh my god, I thought I saw chalk. I was like getting nervous because I thought I saw chalk. It's not chalk, it's okay.
Ooh, yeah, let's like full on do everything we can. Chalk, pens.
Why do you find it necessary to keep filming me?
Because you're so fucking beautiful.
Not the first time it's through that, huh?
Okay,
No, I hear it all the time.
who's there online with you?
Let me see if I can see the name now that we're in the shade.
See if somebody's still...
Somebody from here, actually. Oh, Josh. It was Josh. Thank you, Josh.
Hello, Aku family. It's Deva Deva.
the hottest grandma, the hottest gilf you'll ever meet. It's okay, I'm old enough. I could be a gilf too.
Don't tell him I'm a gilf.
Okay.
Please don't tell him.
Well, I'm old enough to be a gilf myself.
I'm trying to hit on
Look at this.
him and,
Okay.
you know, I think he's like 20-something, and you know.
I'm not.
You're doing a good job.
You're kind of like.
I can be a gilf too, really. I could. I'm old enough. Go Cougars!
Right, at least we have Jim Lafferty in touch with Baker now, Sergeant Baker. So hopefully he'll be able to... Here. Sergeant Baker.
Tell him PMbeers said.
Go Cougars!
Go Cougars! Go Cougars!
I like the animals.
Tell them PMbeers said, dear LAPD, don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
I'm a legal observer today.
Okay.
I took my legal observer hat even to be on your stream.
Okay.
But I am the wrong person to be making statements.
Okay. I'm probably the wrong person to make statements too, so. With me and my potty mouth.
I'm just being my guilty self today, and
I don't know.
it's just a birthday party in the park as far as I'm concerned.
I think it's my goal to never be a grandmother. But I'm old enough to. I do.
Oh, there's a chance still.
I hope not. I think he hoped not too.
You never know. You might already be a grandmother and you don't know.
You know what'd be funny? You go hold the banner right there in front of them, so they can't see past it. They don't have to peek over the bushes to try to look in it. Just hold it right there in front of them.
Is anybody good at doing these? Is anybody good at scanning a thing like this?
As long as you get enough light. As long as you get enough light on it.
So the cop watch update is we have 9 LAPD officers just outside of the park. And I'm hearing rumors that they want to take our canopies away. Are they coming in? Cop watch!
Me? What did I do? I'm not getting anywhere near any cop.
Thank you. That's all I was asking. Just put it on. Thank you.
It's his dog?
I didn't know if it was his or not. I was going to ask him. He's usually the one we contact over here.
Whoa! Richard's a cop!
What did you say?
Yeah!
Contacted other people.
For a dog on a leash?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
We need cops for a dog on a leash?
That's bullshit. Just... This is a public space, right?
Yeah, but there's leash laws.
There's nothing here. Waiting my sign.
That cop was scared.
He was running?
He was afraid.
Afraid of what?
I don't know, he just seemed afraid. Fucking A, I just turned it off, now I gotta turn it back on.
Can't lean on that Fletcher, can't lean on the granite countertop, sir. That's a Sears granite countertop.
This isn't a park, actually. It's a regular.
God, when you took this job, did you know
Officer Kevin said that earlier.
For dogs on a leash and cigarettes, really? We need cops for that?
Go down on the street. Everybody else stepping down there. Appreciate it. Thank you.
This is what you signed up for to put dogs on a leash and stop people from smoking cigarettes?
Yeah.
There's no crime. There's no crime. Wow, what a nice city we live in.
Yeah, I wonder why they have.
Yeah, they got called back up for cigarette smoke.
So he's putting it out. Wait. You're not writing him a ticket, right?
Oh, wow.
For a fucking cigarette?
Actually, there's nothing there that
There's no smoking.
There's nothing there that
There's nothing there that says no smoking.
That's because this isn't a park.
Ask if you're being detained.
Am I being detained? Then you can step away.
Yeah, walk away.
He'll go where it's legal to smoke a cigarette. Thanks for the heads up, though, because there are no signs. You know what I mean? But thank you, though, for letting us know that smoking is not legal.
It is not a park.
15 minutes ago.
Officer Kevin.
That fat dude over there.
The other one.
They all are. That doesn't narrow it down.
Officer Kevin Montgomery.
You guys need to go get your own heads up, because we're all
get your
fools. We've
story
been doing this
straight.
for a long
Get the
time.
story straight.
Sergeant
You
Kevin
can't
says
take
not a
your
park.
respect.
Or you point at the sign saying.
He looks scared.
You know,
Look at him, he looks scared.
Because I figured it out at one point, but not
Yeah,
everybody
but it doesn't
knows.
say no smoking
So
in
you
the
should
park.
be like so ready to
I
write
know,
a ticket.
exactly.
Just fucking tell
like a
them
sidewalk.
to
No one's writing Sergeant
Alright,
Kevin.
so
That's
you-
why. You
And
know
it
that's
doesn't say no
intimidating and that's bullshit. Why do you want to get us going like this?
It's getting you going anyway.
You did by asking him for an ID for smoking a cigarette.
And if there's no smoking. It don't
You
say
know what I
nothing.
mean? Pick your fucking battles, you
Should read the
guys,
sign
and
first.
stop looking like a
Pretty much.
Don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
You know what?
Really?
You can be
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, really.
actually,
You can be
really.
cool, or you can choose
Actually,
to
that's
do
the
what you're
truth.
doing at that moment.
Okay.
We're peacefully assembling here with our First Amendment rights, and nobody's committing any crimes. You know, there's a little dog that's not hurting anybody. Somebody's smoking a cigarette that's not hurting anybody. Why are you here?
Why am I here?
Yeah.
Guess it's my job, actually.
To harass people in the park? To politically oppress us? That's your job? Are you proud?
The crackheads that are being
No, why are you here? That's not your job.
What?
Not against us.
You just said it's not your job to harass people, so why are you here harassing people?
Where's nothing good come from?
It's just saying when you point at the sign and it says that it says no smoking, but it doesn't say that there. See, so you contradicted yourself, sir. Just saying.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Well, how do you know?
So you did not point at that sign right there?
What?
You did point at that sign and said it said no smoking. Where does it say
What?
that? Where does it say that?
Pick your battles.
Don't start no
See,
shit.
you should read
Won't
it
be no
first
shit.
before you say something that it's not
Doesn't
wrong.
say no smoking.
I
You need
know.
an open flame to start.
I know, it doesn't say that.
It says
Okay.
open flames right there.
Well, we could, all right, blame it over there and then come back in here because
That's
it
not
doesn't
what he
say
did.
that. I know, all right, but we could
So
do
don't,
that.
don't put words in my mouth.
I know, but you said no smoking.
Exactly
That's what you
I
said.
said. I know what
No
I said.
smoking.
Thank you.
You said open
I know
flame.
exactly what I said.
All right, so don't contradict yourself.
Sorry, you guys. It doesn't say anything about smoking. Come on. Let's be smart. At least be smart.
Read the sign.
Flame.
Read the sign first.
Put open flame in front of a jury that a cigarette is a flame.
It's not a flame.
I'm sure a judge would love to see that in his courtroom. That'd be good. You have a good.
Colin, you gotta go!
Colin, you can't be here.
They all left?
Colin, you can't be in the park. The sign says no.
What did you say?
Colin can't be in the park, no open flames.
Oh, that's
What's our next excuse? This is ridiculous. They're blocking the sidewalk now? Is that what's gonna happen?
It says smoke.
Yeah, I saw it.
Hey, now I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break from streaming to check my phone and make some phone calls and check my text. So I'll be back in a minute.